FM Greeno and welcome along to episode 7 of Holy Cow. I'm sure you'll remember in the last episode we played the South Asian Federation Championships and won it very convincingly. Back down to earth today with a bump though, I'm sure. We are back in the final stage of World Cup Qualification for Asia. As you can see from the group here on screen, we've so far played 5, lost 5, only scoring 1 goal in those 5 games and conceding 14. So it's a very tough ask for us to do any better than we're doing right now. But as always, we'll give it our best shot and see how we get on. So today I'm going to bring you a double header. There are 2 teams that you haven't seen us play against yet in this group, who are Iraq and the U.A.E. And we've got them back to back now. So let's get into the tactics screen and you can see how we're setting up for the first of those games. Bizarrely, a bunch of our players have turned up in really poor condition for this squad. I don't know if they've had very recent league games or something, but yeah, you can see here from my subs bench there's a load of players with 80% and below conditioning. It means we kind of had to cobble together a team for today's match against Iraq. You'll see Chetri has dropped from his centre forward role into a support striker role, and we're having to play JJ up top. It'll be interesting to see how Chetri does in this role, kind of in the hole. Susai Raj is playing on the right. Unfortunately, Udanta Singh is out for 6 months with an Achilles injury. Singh Sandhu we're playing even though he's on 85% conditioning, because I guess it's not quite so important as a goalkeeper really. But yeah, you can see the rest of the team are all in pretty good nick. Bose is on 87%, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him. But unfortunately, the only other left back in the squad, Nishu Kumar, is on 76% conditioning. So yeah, not ideal. But yeah, we'll get into the game and see how we get on. Of course, we're considered to be the weakest team in this group, but Iraq and the U.A.E. probably the next worst 2 teams on paper. So if we're going to get anything out of this group at all, you'd imagine it'd be against one of these 2 teams. What I am trying today, that's a little bit different. Earlier on in the group, I was kind of just scared. Oh, we've scored! What a start, JJ coming into the team. Brilliant. Well, that's an unexpected beginning to the game. Let's hope we keep this up. But as I was saying, earlier in the group, because we were playing against better teams and bigger nations, I was playing a cautious formation. And it was pointed out by Dodgy Gamer, who, as you probably know, runs some other saves with smaller international teams like Andorra and the Cayman Islands, that he's had a bit more success when he takes it to the bigger teams. So we've gone with a bit of a more positive formation today. That lead didn't last long, did it? 1 apiece now after 15 minutes. So yeah, so I'm going to give that a try in these 2 games and see if by not inviting pressure onto us, it kind of helps us out a little bit. Let's hope so. Everything kind of going okay so far. It's a shame we let that 1 goal in, but I'd probably have settled for 1 each after coming up to half an hour. But let's tell the boys to get a bit creative. Let's see if we can build on our early start to the game. Doesn't seem like much is going to happen before half time, so we'll just see it through to then and give the boys a little bit of encouragement, I think, this time round. There we are, they all seem happy with that. So let's get back out for the second half. Bose again, like I said before, we're going to have to keep an eye on his condition, but here he comes with a long throw. Cleared though by Iraq, and it looks like they're going to counter-attack here. Can we get a challenge in and break this attack up? Yes we can. Haldar's got to be a little bit careful there. He's on a yellow and he was hacking away at the ankles of the Iraqi lad by the looks of it, but unfortunately we've not retained possession and Iraq are coming again. This looks like it could be a little bit more dangerous, perhaps. It's the ball out wide. Some fairly slick passing around the midfield here. Overlapping here, and it's a second goal for Iraq. And that looked like it was coming, didn't it? We pinched the ball once, but as we gave it away again, Iraq put together a really nice passing move. And look at the space this guy had on the right hand side. I don't know where our left back was there. That's Bose, he's probably too knackered. Okay, so we need to let's tell them to show some passion. Come on. You've got to be the pride of India. That's not great, mind. And it's 3-1. That was quite poor. Again, fullback kind of caught out of position. No one covering. And a fairly simple run through on goal for Ali Adnan. Keeper couldn't do anything about that. So, I think we are going to bring Bose off. He's tired and he's not having a very good game anyway. So we'll bring Kumar on. Like I say, he's in pretty bad shape himself. And I think we might even bring Kotal off because it was his fault, that last goal. We'll put a more defensive full back into that position. Hour gone. And we're not really offering a lot here, so let's ask for a bit more creativity again. We might even go attacking. Why not? Come on. In for a penny. Unfortunately, it's not led to a highlight for us. And Iraq have a fourth. Oh dear. I'm beginning to wonder whether I should have stuck with the cautious formation, but there we are. I mean, at least we scored a goal today. It's only our second in 6 games in the group, so, you know, we'll take the positives where we can. And we're going to make one more change here just to get some fresh legs on. Let's take Sairaj off. Yeah, Karunian can come on this side. We'll play him as a normal winger. It's not going to make much difference now. Oh, we're not going to concede another, are we? Yes, we are. Singh Sandu, yeah, that's right. Head in the hands time for you, son. What is this goalkeeping? Flapping around, drops the ball directly at the Iraqi forward's feet. Simple tap into an open net. And that's 5-1. This is the highs and lows of Asian football. We've gone from a 7-1 win against Sri Lanka to a 5-1 defeat against Iraq. Not ideal, but let's get on to the next game against the U.A.E. and see if we can do any better there. So we're keeping the kind of same shape and same principles, taking them into the U.A.E. game. Hopefully they'll serve us a little better than they did against Iraq. We have been able to bring a couple of our players back into the side whose condition has improved. So Karunian comes back in as a left winger. Abdul Samad in the middle of the park here, for example. Chetri goes back up top because Thapa is available again. It seems he missed the whole of the South Asian Federation Championship because he was banned, and it seems like it was because he had a one-match ban in the World Cup, and for some reason, until that was expired, he couldn't play in any other games. So yeah, we took him there unnecessarily, but didn't really make a difference. Right back, we've had to make a change. Kotal is suspended for totting up of yellow cards, so our old friend Beck comes in. That's about it, really. So let's get into the game, and hopefully we can perform a little bit better today than we did in the last game. So the U.A.E. are lining up with 3 strikers today, so I think that kind of shows how highly they regard our defence. They're fairly confident they're going to bang some goals in by the looks of it. First highlight is to them. Knocking the ball around quite nicely through the middle of the park again. Out wide. First time cross. That's a good clearance. Sairaj up to Chetri. Can we actually build one here? Samad. Karunian gets into the box. Tackled though, unfortunately. And it looks like a counter coming here by the U.A.E. Come on, Keeps. Good, you've redeemed yourself a little bit there. And he's actually caught that one. Come on, Singh Sandu. That little flea in your ear that I gave you seems to have done the trick. Thapa back in the side today with a good free kick, but it's cleared by the U.A.E. and they are counter-attacking again. Seems to be a little bit of a theme this early in the game, and it's a very good ball to the back post and a simple tap-in for Caio. Sounds like he might be a naturalised Brazilian. But yes, 6th minute and we're already a goal down. Could be a long old game, this one. Another highlight starts here with the U.A.E. We're in the 9th minute only. Caio again. Oh, I think Sing Sandu tipped that onto the bar, so we'll count it as a decent save, but it was a little bit messy back there. We've not had a single shot yet after 20 minutes, so again we'll ask for some creativity. I don't think we have any creativity at this level, so it probably won't make a great deal of difference, but yeah, the intentions are good. So it looks like a free kick here in a very dangerous position for the U.A.E. Just wide. I think the keeper had it covered, so not too bad. We've got a couple of people picking up yellows here. Now we need to be a little bit careful with that, because 5 of our starting 11 today already only 1 yellow card away from a ban. So if we pick up too many yellows today, our squad for the next round of fixtures could be absolutely decimated. Another chance here, we managed to clear it. It was a bit scrappy. Karunian, can this be a highlight for us? Go on, son. No, he's just pushed to the ground by Ahmed Barman. Come on, let's clear this. What a hit. Is that offside? Yes, it is. Sing Sandu flapping again. Fortunate this time that the player it dropped to was offside when the shot was hit. So we get away with one there, and it's only 1-0. I'm surprised by that, considering how early we conceded. I mean, you can't exactly say it's positive signs looking at the stats, but I'll take that. Yeah, we do appreciate their efforts. We could appreciate some more efforts in the final third, potentially, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Another highlight starts here with the U.A.E. We seem to really struggle against teams that get the ball wide, and we're not defending particularly narrowly, so we should have... Oh dear, has he got himself sent off there? Bose, you absolute clown. That was a bit of a lunge, wasn't it? So I think we're going to have to take Thapper off. And we'll bring Nishu Kumar in at left back. That's not ideal. Go on, we'll let him attack a little bit. It doesn't really make a great deal of difference. That's what he wants to do. That's what he can do. Another change. Susiraj is getting tired and he's on a yellow as well. So we'll bring Gurjinder Singh onto that side and play him as a inverted winger. Maybe we'll get our buddy Beak to overlap around him a little bit. And you never know, while it's only 1-0, I mean, we might be getting battered in the stats, but there's every chance. If we get a set piece or something, anything can happen. Don't do anything stupid here, Sing Sandu. Okay, so we've got possession here. Kumar up to Karunian. Kumar, Samad. Oh, and we've given it away again. Come on, get a challenge in. No, just letting them pass around us. Oh, that's poor. Why didn't you come and claim that, keeper? Look at this. I mean, it's a nice idea. It's a decent ball, decent run, but the keeper, I mean, Jesus. Just go and pick it up. It's not hard, is it? Demand more. Come on. Oh, well, there's not much you can do about that one. That's an absolute rocket. The guy takes the free kick, kind of rebounds back to him, and wallop right in the top corner. Could have 2 goalies and they wouldn't save that. So 10 minutes to go. We're not offering a lot. We've only got 10 men though, so I can't see us doing anything to get back into this game. Oh, dear oh dear. Well, a little bit of a rethink needed, I think. We've got 3 games left in the group, all against the better teams, so yeah, we've got our work cut out. So here it is in writing. Officially, we no longer can qualify for the World Cup. I don't think that'll come as entirely a surprise to anybody, seeing as we have 0 points after 7 games. But yeah, there we are. In spite of that, the Indian FA seem to be happy with us. I don't think they expected to get through that first group, to be honest with you, so to have qualified for the final stages is an achievement in itself, in spite of the absolute pasting we've taken from everybody since we got there. So in terms of the schedule, I don't see a great amount of value in showing the rest of the World Cup qualifying games. There's nothing riding on them anymore, so I'll probably just play through that. As I mentioned earlier in the episode, I had some advice and tactics and whatever from Dodgy Gamer, and he did mention that it would be nice to see a friendly set up between India and the Cayman Islands. I've managed to get one in after the end of the qualification, and in the same international window scheduled in a game against the Northern Marianas again. So yeah, a double header against Dodgy Gamers boys and FM Llama and Nom and all that kind of crowd. So maybe we'll come back for that. It could be a bit of fun. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and are enjoying the series as a whole. It's been a lot of fun to make, even though it's been somewhat of a bumpy road. But if you are enjoying it, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. If you've got any hints or tips or feedback, I'd love to see that in the comments section. Anything I can do to improve and make the content better for you guys, I'd love to know what you think. But finally, just thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time for those friendlies against the Cayman Islands and the Northern Marianas. Bye for now.